I'ma show them how it's done. I like cash money.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Buccaneers and the Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Texans set to take over on offense, and we see them led out by their veteran quarterback in his 11th season in the NFL, but first in the Lone Star State, Tyrod Taylor.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26. Here's a give to Lindsay. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pick up there, 20 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff for Lindsay.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown.
We've got this.
We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw, it's Brady. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Lindsey. A solid stiff arm. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A handoff, Lindsey running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Play action, it's Taylor. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3 yards remain for second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A good pickup there, a 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Here we go now on first and goal. Brady going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on second down. Taylor. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Taylor. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Taylor will throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Taylor. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both of these coaching staff with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half's going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunity.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Whitney merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that was a pleasing one from Phillip Lindsay, coming over from the Denver Broncos to join now a crowded backfield with the Houston Texans. But why is it so crowded? Because they finished 31st in the league last year in rushing, and they're trying to find anyone who can lead them and get that running game moving in Houston.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Play action, now Taylor. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Now it's Taylor. Caught here by Conley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. Trask to throw it. That's caught by Howard. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Andre Roberts was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. A first down throw for Mills. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Connecting with Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Sheds off the tackle, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. back to throw. His throw incomplete. C.J. Preseason was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Mills. He's got that complete to Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.